again, and welcome back to another episode of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, part 30, I think? We're on 30 now? Yeah. So, today we got a fair number of things to do. We need to do a few bonding events, and we got a couple side quests. Probably not going to be able to get to all of that today, but we'll see how much we can knock out. I don't even know if we'll be able to knock out all these bonding events in one video. There's a lot of them. So how are we going to do this? I'm thinking we go Academy first, and we come back to town. So we'll start out in the Academy main building. Actually, we'll do the field, the main building, Student Union building. We'll head up and more. Let's go ahead and do it. So first up is going to be Eustace. I think that was at the Academy field. Right after we do something else. So there are some new books which we can't buy because, well, we have all of them. But what we will do is there you go. We will read issue number 3 of the Imperial Chronicle. Economy. RFTF opens its doors to the public. The Rhineford Trade Fair, RFTF, is held biannually. Biennially? Okay. And is an opportunity for the company to showcase its newest products to the world. This year, however, the event has opened its doors to the general public for the first time. As a result, Brewer City, where the event will be held, is currently overflowing with tourists. The latest in Orbital technology on show. The Rhineford Trade Fair is known as the largest trade fair of Orbital goods in Zemuria, showing off the latest in everything from Orbital stoves to weaponry. This year, the list of new goods includes an even wider array of innovations from airships, new battle ornaments, and even cutting-edge devices known as the Orbital washing machines. Reporters from across the continent are descending on Ruhr to cover the latest and greatest from the Orbital world. Chairman Irina holds press conference. At a Rhineford Group press conference, Chairman Irina proclaimed that the year to come will be one of great progress for the company. She expressed dissatisfaction with the fact that the company does not yet dominate the continent and declared her intention to seize the initiative in expanding operations even further internationally. Her comments are believed to have come as a result of the increasing profitability of the company's 4th development division, established by the chairman herself. The cutting-edge research of that division was on full display at the recent trade fair. Their latest offerings include Orbital network terminals made here in Erebonia, a new kind of battle ornament dubbed Arcus, and a state-of-the-art weaponized Orbital staff. Culture. The man of the moment to appear in Ordis. This year's Ordis Summer Festival is looking to attract even more attention than usual, as a spokesman for the Imperial family has announced that Prince Olivert will be making an appearance. Known for his refined taste, his appearance is sure to increase expectations for the event. A source connected to the Imperial family suggests that he may have decided to attend in order to ease tensions between the reformist and noble factions. International. Crossbell election result declared. The mayoral elections in Crossbell State to the east have come to an end, with Dieter Kreuss appointed as the state's new mayor. Mayor Kreuss has previously made a name for himself as the CEO of the IBC, International Bank of Crossbell. He has, however, declared his intention to continue in that role, managing both positions at once. Considering the skill he has displayed in banking, Crossbell's economic future seems promising indeed. Gourmet Report, Sorcière Restaurant. Situated in Brehard City, Sorcière looks out onto the city's beautiful central plaza. The restaurant has gained quite a reputation for the exceptional quality of the food served by its head chef and owner, a reputation that this reporter found to be well-founded after trying the restaurant's jewel pottage, 640 mira. The Kreuzen province has recently had a significant increase in sales tax, but the owner insists that those measures have not significantly affected the number of customers patronizing his establishment. Spotlight, Riding Club, 9s. The summer races are almost upon us. Experience the excitement of horse racing for yourselves. Special seats are available for club members. Ask at the office. Alright, so that is our monthly news report. Now, to the academy. Oh wait, hold on. We can find the cat. Right there. Give her fresh milk, yes. Still angry with us, it would seem. Ah! And let's see. Okay, so there is also a recipe. Southeast. So Trista Home 1. So that one right in the middle there at the bottom, by the East Trista Highway. There is a recipe you can get there. It is the berry tart, which we already have all the recipes. So if we do try to even go there, there won't be any dialogue or anything because, well, it's already in the notebook. So we won't be doing that. Double check, make sure. Oh, there's a new book in the library as well, so let us knock that out real quick. Like I said, there's a lot in this chapter. This is like the mid-game chapter-ish, so there's a lot to do. Recommended Reading Corner. Sports beyond tradition. In modern times, we frequently encounter the word sports, a collective term for all forms of competitive physical activity. To the extent that it is hard to imagine that an era might have existed where Erebonians were unfamiliar with the word. And yet, 100 years ago, this was exactly the case. The Erebonian Empire has historically valued scholarship and the martial arts. As such, swordsmanship, horsemanship, and falconry have always been popular. But these are not just sports, but instead serve more of a traditional, cultural purpose. However, in recent years, competitive sports, played according to a list of agreed-upon rules, have begun to gain popularity, differing from the martial arts of the past, which focused simply on defeating one's opponent. Here, I would like to introduce a number of examples of popular sports. Fencing, a sport which has grown out of the traditional swordsmanship of the past. 3 varieties of weapons are used: foil, épée, and saber. Protective clothing is also used in matches to ensure the safety of participants. Horse racing and polo, a competitive racing sport which has its origins in traditional horsemanship, sometimes involving obstacles. The addition of gambling elements to the sport at racecourses is a relatively recent practice. Polo is a sport played on horseback in which players use a long mallet to knock a wooden ball into the opposing team's goal to score a point. Competitive swimming, both a sport and a recreational activity which has its origins in the swimming practice of the past. Competitive swimming also includes several other separate sports, including water polo and diving. 4 major styles of swimming exist: freestyle, beststroke, breaststroke, backstroke, and butterfly. Tennis and lacrosse. Both are relatively recent additions to the sporting world, rapidly gaining in popularity even in Erebonia. Professional championships are now held regularly. Both use implements designed specifically for that sport. A racket for tennis, a crosse for lacrosse. and involve a ball. But other than that, the two sports differ completely in how they are played, the number of players on a team, and in the rules they are played by. Many of these sports are divided by gender, which, with the exception of horse racing, and played according to strict rules, making them differ significantly from the traditional martial arts of the past. With the likelihood that the number of people engaged in these sports will continue to increase in the years ahead, the Imperial Sports Association hopes to play a vital role in improving these sports, refining the rules they are played by, and spreading awareness of them so that they can be enjoyed by an even larger number of people. Imperial Sports Association. Whew, that was a lot of reading, guys. I think I'm tapped out. If you hear background noise too, it's because I have the air conditioner on. It is way too hot to try to do this in a quiet room right now. Anyway, Academy Field, right? Yeah. All the way over here. And use this. Phew. Wow, your clothes are covered with dirt. You're even more into this than I realized. It's just dirt, hardly an issue. It takes a good deal of effort to care for horses. I suppose it's only natural to end up like this. Huh, I suppose you're right. Should I give him a hand while I'm here? Yes. Care for a little help? I've got some experience working with horses myself, so it'd help things go a little faster. It must be your hobby to show up unbidden to assist people. Your offer does come at an opportune moment, though. I was just about to start washing them, so feel free to join. Scrub. Phew. This is every bit as tough as I remember it being. Already thinking of throwing in the towel? You were the one who offered to help, so don't think I'll let you back out so easily. Huh, I know. Aren't you getting a little tired yourself, Eustace? We wouldn't want you to overexert your frail little noble body or anything. Maybe you should go take a nap. What do you take me for? This is nothing. Perhaps if you put as much effort into your work as you did your toothless jokes, we'd be done by now. Shut up. I'm doing just fine. I guess Eustace isn't any friendlier towards girls than he is to guys. Right, time to focus. Exclamation. Whoa there, we've got a wild one here. Understandable, this horse recently arrived from the North Highlands. He's still young, so he hasn't quite grown accustomed to the stables yet. Does the school normally get horses all the way from the Highlands? Indeed, they're known to breed the best horses. Even the army gets their horses from there. Now then. Eustace gently stroked the horse's neck. You're pretty good at that. When I was younger, I used to go to the stables whenever I felt bored. My brother taught me both how to ride horses and how to take care of them. I am truly grateful for that. You two are lucky to have each other. I'm not gonna take some snooty noble who learned... I'm not gonna let some snooty noble who learned about horses with a silver spoon in his mouth show me up like this. It's subtle, but he's definitely changed since we came back from our last field study. Feels like he's more willing to be open with us. Care to explain what you're staring at? Don't mind me. Anyway, we've got a horse to clean. Reen helped the riding club for a while longer before bidding Eustace farewell. Your bond with Eustace is strengthened. Yeah. Who's next? Let's do the main building. So we'll start out on the second floor and work our way down from there. So we'll take care of Melissa's spawning event first. Hung up on a fence. Stairs are over here, yes. I think she's in the computer lab, if I remember correctly. Yeah! Wow. See, I told you guys I have working memory banks. Huh? Isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And you ran off. Here. How many times am I gonna have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. Maybe there is. I'm probably not the best person for this, but do you need someone to talk to, Elisa? It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Green. Thanks. Whoops, I knew I forgot to lock up. Oh no. Oh, there we are. Wait. Did he just lock the door? Seems like it. I guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... So, it's just, Reen and me, here in the dark, behind a locked door. No, Elisa, focus! Well, it's not dark, but... Exclamation! Arg, this is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her. Wasn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you, but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when what? Oh, dots. Sorry, I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to find the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Elisa. Exclamations. Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? She knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all of that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? I would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. Your bond with Elisa has strengthened. And it still doesn't tell us what our bond is. Well, oh well. Next. Elliot. He's probably in the music room, I would guess. Ah, yes he is. Holding, his, violin. Interesting. Okay. Ah, nothing relaxes me quite like cradling a violin in my hands. So, you're just sitting there holding the violin, not playing any music? Seems kind of weird, guy. Especially since I never had much of a chance to play during our midterms. Yeah, most clubs put their regular meetings on hold while exams are going on. You seem pretty happy, though. Is it that obvious, huh? I'm planning on pretty much spending the entire day just playing. After not playing for so long, I'm out of form, so I need to get back into it. Very true. I'm kind of interested in seeing him play. Sure, let's listen to him play. Would you mind if I listened in? Oh, be my guest. I need to get ready though, so just hold on a bit. So, what do you think? I'm impressed. I never would have guessed you'd taken a break for midterms if you hadn't told me. You mean it? Glad to hear. It seems like you're really enjoying yourself when you play too. I can practically hear your love for music in every note. Ah, cut it out. You're embarrassing me. Oh, by the way, I've been wondering about this for a while, but you're a musician yourself, aren't you, Reen? How'd you know? Kinda. What tipped you off? It was just a feeling I had. I can't really explain it, but it's like I can tell if someone has even the slightest bit of musical experience. The slightest bit is right. I used to play the lute for a while back home. That's a pretty impressive sense you have. You're really on another level when it comes to anything musical. I think you might be exaggerating just a little. Not at all. Most people would have picked up on something like that. Wouldn't have picked up on something like that. It shows the extent of your passion for music. That's something I respect. Passion isn't enough though. Not in music. If I want to get better, I'm going to need better equipment. But given the compromise, I can't even ask for that. What compromise? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. But it's nice to confirm that you do play an instrument, Reen. We should play together sometime. I've got a lot of rust to work off, but I'd like that. Great, I'm looking forward to it. Your bond with Elliot has strengthened. Yeah, I feel like it resets. Okay, so it's Toa, who's on the first floor. It looks like. First floor. Can't go in any of those rooms, so she's got to be over here. She's in the infirmary? Nope. Notice the map. How you can see people and monsters and such on the minimap. That's, I think, very important. Just saying. No, not in here. In here? Ah, must be a student council meeting. It's a rather nice desk. Ah, we gotta go to the other side of the desk. What a waste of time. Nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm results announcements as much as I am? It sounds strange to say, but I am. We're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though. You bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival. Someone wants to use the swimming pool next month. There's about a zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Yes, let's do it. Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Do you mind filling in for her? Not a problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained. Harebrained. What the heck does that mean? Never heard that before. Raised at the student council meeting. Yeah, okay. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaken hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed. We'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her job that even the upper class students are hanging on to her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into office. Several similarly riveting discussions later, the council meeting drew to a close. Thanks for all the help today, Reen. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. You're always doing so much for us, I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks? I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Toa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. Green? Boop! President Toa stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up and gently pinch Reen's cheeks. What are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second I couldn't help myself. You're a first year, no need to get ahead of yourself. Got another full year to figure things out. Wait, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Reen. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step, I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know that what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. Ahem. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away. But once we finish, I'll make us some tea. Haha. That's one way to get me to hurry up. That was... Haha. Wow. Thus, Reen and Toa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. Your bond with Toa has strengthened. Let's see. Yeah, let's do Machias real quick, too. He's in the Student Union building, right? Oh, I know where he is. I know exactly where he is. I remember this very vaguely. He is up here. Stop getting hung up on things. The controls are much better in later games. Wow, he looks like he's really into it. Hello there, Reen. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries, sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? You seem way more focused than I'd expect for just a regular match. Indeed there is, and not just any match either. It's a match that'll determine the fate of this club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper-class students. Chess always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? Yeah! Do you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm familiar with the rules at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game, even as a spectator. Be my guest? But if you know the rules, how about we play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you too. So come on and take a seat here. That guy's eyebrows, though. And that's checkmate. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Machias. I didn't stand a chance. It's nothing special. My father taught me to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice by now. Apparently, he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. So you were playing against adults ever since you were a kid? That definitely explains things. I used to tag along with my dad whenever he went out hunting, but I never got that good at it. Stare. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair for me to pass judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Machias. Man, am I glad we made up. Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of, how about you join your pal in the chess club, Reen? We'll need as many people as possible if we want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. And Stefan and I are not going to let that stand. Well said, Machias. We'll all be cheering you guys on. Good luck, Machias. Thanks, I won't let you down. Yeah, your bond with Machias has strengthened. Yeah, it definitely reset. Because we were at like 8,000 something last time. Weren't we? Or was that Gaius? Maybe that was Gaius. Anyway, I think we're going to end this episode right here. And when we pick it back up, we will do Fee and Laura's things. Actually, you know what? No, let's go ahead and do Fee's real quick. And when we pick back up, we'll do Laura's and maybe have enough time to do 2 of the quests. What's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club, but I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kinda rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Can I give her a hand? Yes, let's give her a hand. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Ah. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. Fee took out a small bag filled with seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the Corps. Had them ever since. Ah. Do you know how to raise them then? Yep, they told me how. They were kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Edel. I don't know much about love though. Dots. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your core sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family, in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There's some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Your bond with Fee has strengthened. Yeah. Alright. Now, we will end the episode here, and when we return, we will, as I said, do the things that I said earlier. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and end it right here. If you liked the video, go ahead and click that button. If you want to see more and stay up to date with each release, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell. Anyway, until next time, I will see you all in the next video.